Howdy everybody, Efour here, and welcome back to the channel for Season 7, Episode 13 of our FIFA 22 Youth to Gold save. Now, this episode is the second to last episode of this series, and I'm excited to get into it. I do apologize about no video on Wednesday. I had something personally come up that I needed to take care of, but we're back. We're getting back into the swing of things. Today, we see if we can get to the final of the Champions League, and we are in the FA Cup final, so let's dive in. Our journey is coming to an end in May of 2028. It's taken us 6 years to get to this point, making it from the bottom, or EFL League 2, all the way up to the Premier League. We've won the Premier League, and today, if we can beat Real Madrid, we will be in the final of the Champions League, which is one of the two major goals of this save. If you forget what the rules and stipulations are, they're down in the description, but it's a youth to gold save where your focus is on youth, can't play people over the age of 30, and you got to win the Champions League and the top league in your country. Again, we've already won the Premier League. We won it this season and last season, 2 seasons in a row, but today we got to take on Real Madrid. We're already up 3-1 in the tie after beating them in the first leg, so hopefully we can get through to the final. We also take on Manchester City on the 13th in the FA Cup final, which I'm very excited about. We've won the Premier League, Carabao Cup, and now we have a chance to win the FA Cup and potentially the Champions League for the quadruple, which is my goal as we close out this series. So let's go check out the team we're taking against Real Madrid. Here is a look at the team we're taking in against Real Madrid. Smith in goal, a back four of Ojeda, Bishop, Aguado, and Taylor. Midfield trio of Carlson, Nelson, and Fisher. And then an attacking three of Bauer, Baker, and Van Hoof. On the bench we had Sans, Lundberg, Villalba, Ward, Kerr, Olafson, and Kamara. Now, a lot of these guys are tired. We didn't rotate as good as we needed to probably from the last episode. I think the last game was Everton. Didn't mean to hit that button. And due to that, we have a lot of tired legs. Not anybody massively. The most tired person is Fisher. He has 92% fitness. But we're going to rock with this first team. I think it's going to be key heading into this huge game against Real Madrid. We can bring on subs. We have 3 subs to bring on, and we'll have to see who we need to bring on at that point. But yeah, we're a little tired, but we got to head into this second leg in the Champions League semi-final and see if we can book our ticket into the final, and we'll figure out who we play after this game if we make it. But again, we have a 2-goal lead, 2-goal advantage. We're up 3-1 on the tie, and so that's huge as we head to the Bernabeu this game to play them away. Also, remember that in the last episode, Pedri for Real Madrid on the left wing got a red card, so he is out, and I have seen that Pulisic is probably going to be taking his place, so let's hop into this game. And here we are back in the Champions League, and we've made it far. Our first season in the Champions League, and we are knocking on the doorstep of a final. Get it? Oh, is that not a... Okay, I thought that was going to be a yellow against Carlson. It was not. Oh, falls to Baker. This is dangerous. Get around him, Baker. And he can. He's fast. And can he get it back across? And it's saved by the goalkeeper out for a corner. And I remember in the last episode, Courtois was playing so well. I mean, we did get 3 goals, but he's still such a good player. It's crazy. Here's Nelson. And out to Bishop. Down to Van Hoof here. Can we get a cross in? Get up to it, Baker. Can't quite get up to it. Nelson can't get to that, but we got Ojeda to Fisher. Bauer over to Baker. And Bauer's there. Can he? Oh, and it's a good build-up play, but we can't get the finishing product as Courtois collects. Here come Real Madrid moving into our half. Oh, Fisher gets a foot in, but he is dispossessed immediately. Come on, boys. We've played so well, had such a good season, and this save is coming to a close next week. It's actually not next week. I do have early access, but I'm not sure exactly how early. I think it's maybe the 27th. So if I can't record FIFA 23 videos next week, then we will be doing some other stuff, some fun little standalone videos. I've been playing Rogue Company with my little brother and having a blast doing that, so I may make a couple of those videos. But anyways, this is going to be wrapping up. Monday will be our last episode for this save. And it's been such a fun save, considering where we started. Just get it out. There we go. That's a terrible pass. We're in trouble here. It goes in. Bishop gets up to it. Good job, boys. All right, we're not made to pay for that sloppy. Going down the wing to Bauer. Into Carlson here. That's not a foul again, as Carlson's dispossessed. But I was looking as well, and it's just cool to think that we are. I think we've developed 4 players into 90 plus overalls. We have Baker, Bauer, Baker, Carlson, Bishop, and Schaefer, all at 90 overall, and those are all players that came through our youth academy, which is just so exciting. That's the essence of this save, and just so much fun to have that happen. We also have Mike Nelson, who's an 88 and only 19 years old. Ian Taylor's an 88 and 21, so I'm confident those two could get up to 90 overalls as well. They both came through our youth academy. Just a lot of fun. I've enjoyed this save so much, and it's truly my favorite kind of save to do in FIFA, and we're going to be looking to do something similar in FIFA 23. We're going to Fisher, and that was poor. Nelson, oh, and it's saved by Courtois again. Get there, Van Hoof. Get there, Van Hoof. Nelson should collect this. He does. Okay. Fisher. Okay, to Carlson. Down to I can't even speak, but there's Nelson, not even Baker. Hit him with the dead fish. We're up 1-0 in this leg, 4-1 on the tie. And what a play. Goes out to Carlson, down in to Bauer. Bauer slots it across for Nelson, who slots home. Still only 19 years old. He is insane. What a goal. We're up 1-0 and 4-1 on aggregate. Playing it down into Carlson from Mike Nelson, and his touch is a little heavy. He is dispossessed by Eder Militao, and our attack is thwarted. But as I was saying, I'm trying to figure out what the save is going to be in FIFA 23. Again, if you have any suggestions, please let me know down in the comments. If we do only a youth academy or youth scouting only save where I can't make any transfers, I want it to be difficult. I want it to be hard. I don't know if we're going to make our own club again or if we're going to take over one of the newly promoted sides to EFL League 2 from the Vanarama National. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments so that we can start to formulate an idea of what the next save will be. But that is halftime. Again, we're up 1-0 on the day and 4-1 on aggregate. So I'm not going to talk too much in this second half so that we can get ahead into the FA Cup final against Man City. But man, it feels good, and it looks like we're headed to the Champions League final. Real Madrid here pushing down our right side with Pulisic, Captain America, and trying to play some defense. Ian Taylor's pace is 99 acceleration, 99 sprint speed. He is so rapid, so much fun to use as a defender, just being able to get into or just being able to recover when he's out of position. It's awesome. All right, Van Hoof running here, cutting inside, and he gets around his man. Can he do it himself? Yes, he can. Oh, and it's blocked, unfortunately. But it was a great opportunity, and they're hitting us on a counter immediately, playing it into Pulisic. Aguado's there, and it's a terrible touch, but Bishop gets there to recover for his teammate. Oh, my goodness, that was almost so bad. We are going to be making some changes soon. We got a lot of tired legs on the pitch like we talked about. And here is Van Hoof running in. Can he get it over to Baker? He cannot. And our attack dies there. We are making our 3 changes. Lundberg comes on for Fisher. Kevin Ward comes on the left wing for Bauer. And Olofsson comes on the right wing for Van Hoof. Just because those are our 3 most tired guys. Trying to rest them a little bit and give these other guys a little bit of a run out. So let's see if we can finish this match out 1-0. Or maybe 2-0, right? Let's try and get another goal, but let's see if we can get out of here with a victory. We got a 3-goal lead, so I'm feeling pretty darn good about it. Here we are poking around in their area. We got Nelson in again. This time his shot is saved and it's out for a corner. And I love Mike Nelson. He always is in those little pockets of space in such dangerous areas. Get up, Bishop. Oh, and it's right at Courtois. There goes my controller, as we've seen so many times. But Nelson just always is in the right spot, making a great run, probing at the defense, and I love it. He is such a fun player to use. And here's Real Madrid. We're looking pretty good. Nothing of note has happened too much in this second half. And really most of the game, we've just had the 1 goal. They've had a couple chances. Ian Taylor was blocked out there by Pulisic, which let Hernandez run in. Bishop gets in. Aguado's there. Bishop with another save. And what a play from our defense. And oh my gosh. Oh, is that a red? Oh, ref, he was through on goal. I can't believe that. Gabriel, who plays for Arsenal in real life, gets away with one there, in my opinion. Baker was through on goal and taken out from behind. Come on. It's just a yellow, but we don't get the goal. In their area now, we got Mike Nelson on the ball. And he's just going to rip that. Oh my goodness, he almost got his second of the day. It doesn't come off from a great save from Courtois, but whoa, that was close. And here is Real Madrid again. But this one is pretty much done and dusted. They're down by 3 goals with about 10 minutes to play in the game. It was a great chance there. I would love to get Smith a clean sheet. Terrible pass there from Olofsson. He's a little rusty. He hasn't played much this season. And Aguado's going to get up to that. Hopefully he does. And Ian Taylor is dispossessed. I tried to pass it, but Smith makes the save to maintain his clean sheet. And here is their corner. Come on. Come on, boys. Keep it a clean sheet for Smith. We've been letting him down a lot recently. And we got Baker all the way across. And there it is. This is a goal. Come on, Baker. Get there. Let's go. And there it is. Let's go. Hit him with the worm. That is the nail in the coffin, if it wasn't already. But it's 5-1 on aggregate. 2-0 up on the day. And we are flying. And what a play. Baker was played in by Carlson. And he runs all the way in like we've seen him do so many times. Firing past Courtois to grab another goal in this Champions League. At the end of the season, we will go through all the stats. And I think that he is the golden boot in the Champions League, pretty much locked down. But what a goal and what a game from the boys. As you can see there in the top left, Baker has 18 goals in 11 matches in the Champions League, which is just insane. There's the final whistle, and we book our ticket to the final. And man, am I excited. Now we got to take a look at who we're going to be taking on in the next episode in the Champions League final. May 27th, be there or be square, we take on Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final. Now that will be next episode. It's going to be the only game played in next episode to see if we can win the Champions League and cap off this save, which is going to be massive. I'm so excited to finally be in this competition and taking on just the chance to be the best team in the world. And so I'm so excited about that, and I can't wait for it. We're going to do like a rundown of the series in the next episode. So the one game, then we're going to do the stats and all that stuff for the season and just highlight a couple key things from the save that has been exciting. But I'm excited about that. Now, we got to hop in. Let's go take a look. I'll see you guys in a second. We're going to be checking out the league table. As mentioned before, we have 2 games in the Premier League in between that semifinal second leg against Real Madrid and the FA Cup final against Man City. We're going to be taking on Newcastle United, who sit in 14th, and Fulham, who sit in 17th. Now, we play Fulham first and then Newcastle. We're still undefeated in all competitions. We have not lost a single game this season, which is crazy. I don't think I've ever done that in FIFA, and we're still playing on Legendary before you naysayers say that I turn the difficulty down. I do not. We've been playing on Legendary this whole time, and we're just flying. We are the best team in the world. Take on Fulham, then Newcastle. So let's try and maintain that unbeaten run and hop into the highlights. As you saw, Fulham are 17th in the league, so we played the second team to give our starters a rest. And to kick things off in the 28th minute, Danny Ceballos slid into the back of Carlson and received a straight red card. After a tight game, we finally opened the scoring in the 71st minute off a corner as substitute Ian Taylor rocketed home a header into the bottom right corner, 1-0. And 10 minutes later, Baker was off to the races, smashing our second past our ex-backup keeper Navarrete to double our lead, 2-0. In that 2-0 win, Baker scored his 46th goal of the league, and we move closer to achieving a 100-point season. With the FA Cup final against Manchester City in 3 days' time, we take in a rotated squad against Newcastle to have as many first-teamers fit for the FA Cup final. And it wasn't until the 86th minute when Kevin Ward played a ball over the top for substitute Frank Baker, where he ran in to slot home our opener, making it 1-0. Then 4 minutes later, Kevin Ward skipped around his defender with his shot parried into Nelson's path to grab our second and double our lead, 2-0. Now, as you guys know, we have already secured the Premier League title. We're still unbeaten, but that last 2-0 win against Newcastle pushed us 2 points away from 100 points in a season, and I would love to hit that goal. We have 2 games left to get 2 points, and I definitely think we can do that. But today, we are taking on Manchester City in the FA Cup final. I almost went past it, couldn't find it. But today we take on Man City in the FA Cup final. Again, if you've been around in this series, you know that Manchester City has been our kryptonite. They have given us the most trouble. In our first season in the Premier League, they are the only team that we did not win against. They beat us both times in the league. We did beat them in the FA Cup final last season, though, to secure the FA Cup final. But they have given us so much trouble. Today, we're trying to get our 3rd trophy so far. We have the Carabao Cup, Premier League, and now the FA Cup. If we beat Man City, we have our 3rd. And then in the next episode, when we have the Champions League final, we could potentially get the quadruple. That is our goal. So let's go check out the team we're taking into the game against Manchester City. Our rotations in the last match paid off as almost everyone is fully fit. Smith in goal, back 4 of Ojeda, Bishop, Aguero, and Taylor. Midfield trio of Carlson, Nelson, and Fisher. And an attacking 3 of Bauer, Baker, and Van Hoof. The only one tired in our starting 11 is Ojeda, but he's just going to have to tough it out. Maybe we'll bring on Sans late on in the game at left back, but he's just going to have to put on his big boy britches and give us the best game he can. On the bench we have Sans, Lundberg, Calvo, Ward, Kerr, Olsen, and Kamara. Again, this is the only team in the game at this point, in this galaxy, this universe of the world, in this FIFA save, that I'm scared of. Manchester City, they've given us so much trouble. We got to make it happen. If we get this, we win the domestic treble with a chance at the quadruple in the next episode when we take on Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final. So let's get in today against Manchester City and try and beat the stuffing out of them. And here we go. As I said, Man City makes me the most nervous out of any team that we play. They're just so lethal from all over the pitch, and I don't quite get it. We just beat Real Madrid. It just seems like Man City have something about them that make them so hard to beat, and I'm not sure what it is exactly. But doesn't matter. I know we're a good team. I know we can beat them. Now we just got to go make it happen. We're on the edge of their area, looking very dangerous. Baker's in here. Can he slot it past? And Nelson's there. Come on, Nelson. There it is. Let's go. Mike Nelson gets to the rebound. Hit him with a dead fish. And what a play. Baker's shot is saved by Ederson, and Mike Nelson finds the rebound to slot it home to put us 1-0 up at Wembley against Man City in the FA Cup final. Getting that early goal is huge for our confidence as we take on Man City. Again, I've said it a bunch, but they are the team that we struggle with the most, and great save from Smith. We were almost in big trouble there from Bishop and Aguado running into each other. Fortunately for us, I don't know who that is, Fernandez cannot finish it, and it's out for a corner. Here is their corner, running someone short. We have Fisher chasing down, Phil Foden on the ball, James Madison, not James Madison, what is his name? Oh, no, no, no! And there it is. I knew it was coming. Man City are so darn good. That is so annoying. They get the equalizer from Rodrigo, and it's 1-1. And that goal is frustrating to give up, but I mean, it is what it is. We have Bauer running in here. He has no support. There's Baker. Can he do it? And, oh, it's saved by Ederson. Get there, Baker. Okay, it's out for a corner. Here is that corner. That was a great play from Bauer running in and playing in Baker. Unfortunately, we can't get anything to come off it. Nelson trying to win that. Can't. All the way back to Ian Taylor. We got Bauer here, and we're just going to rip this. And it's right into the hands of Ederson. He collects it. No trouble. As Manchester City move into our half, you can be reminded that our unbeaten run in all competitions is on the line. We have not lost a game this season, as we've said numerous times, and I do not want Man City to be the team that hands us the first loss. That would make me very upset. And so, we're going to make sure that doesn't happen today. With Frank Baker running in, and he has Van Hoof, who might have been offsides. He was not. And we have Carlson. And there's Carlson, and it's saved by Ederson. We're getting a lot of space with these cutbacks, but we got to make one count. Here is our corner. We've had, I think, 3 opportunities like that, unable to maximize any of them. And that's going to hurt us if we can't put one of these in the back of the net. Man City are such a good team. They're so lethal. So many good players. But we are better. I believe in us. How did that totally look like it went off their player? I guess it didn't. And it's their throw. Still in our half. But we've seen it in so many games we've played them where they can just hit us in positions like this. Just rip a shot into the top corner of the net and really give us some trouble. Okay, we get the ball out there, and we're going down the wing to Van Hoof. Come on, buddy. Back into Carlson. And Carlson is dispossessed frustratingly there. I needed to take a step over, and we did it. Our attack is killed, thwarted, whatever. I really don't like Man City, honestly. From this save, my hatred for Man City has grown just from the pain they've caused us in this save. They have been such a hard team to play against. They're in here. Is it James Madison? I think it is. I can't remember this guy's name. And they're in here. And are they going to score? Not today. Let's go. And they get the rebound. And is he offsides? I think he's offsides. He is offsides. Oh, my goodness. We are so fortunate there. But we have to be careful. They are too good of a team. Here we are, looking to get into their half here. We got Carlson on the ball. And there's Baker. He made the run. Come on, get there. Baker's touch is a little too far. Ederson collects it, and our attack dies there. It looks like the halftime whistle is about to come off any second. There it is. We're tied 1-1. It's been a closely contested match, but they've had a couple opportunities, and if we're not careful, we're going to get our first loss of the season. I do not want that to happen. So we got to get into the second half, really shore up our defense, and try and find a goal. And here's Man City in a dangerous spot again. Van Hoof can't get a foot in there. I'm not sure why he's so far back playing defense. But I hate these spots. See, they do that. They get into those areas right there outside the 18-yard box, and we've been burned so many times on them. That was such a bad pass. It was almost intercepted. But we've been burned so many times from them just ripping those shots into the top corners. And I don't get the pass away. Couldn't find it fast enough. And our attack dies there, but we get the ball back. Interception from Aguado into Baker here. And Baker's good enough to do it. Come on, Baker. Get there. You got Carlson, and Ederson collects. I needed to do a low-driven cross, and we don't. Ian Taylor can't get up to that. And they're moving back into our half. I don't want this to be our first loss. Come on, guys. We have looked so good. We are a good team. So good on the season. My mustache is itching my nose so bad. Great save from Smith. And here is their corner. Can we get up to hit it out? We do. And here's Carlson running in. Come on. There's Baker. Okay, Baker, come on. You got Bauer back post. Can we get the cross all the way over? And we can't. Maybe I just needed to shoot that. Not sure, but we lose the ball again. And we are struggling. If you can hear my dog running around, I apologize. Our washer's going, and she freaks out about it. So I do apologize about that if you can hear them in the background being crazy dogs. Oh, no, they're in. Adam Hlozek running in with a pass back, the cutback pass to Phil Foden. He turns around, though, and is stopped for the time being with a crazy shot, and that's exactly what I've been talking about. They belt one from about 20 yards out, maybe 25 yards out. Rodrigo again getting on the score sheet, and I hate Manchester City. They're up 2-1. Running in with Carlson off the kickoff, and can he just get in all the way by himself? We're going to try it. And he's he's knocked down for a penalty. That is huge. Who is our penalty taker? It's Bauer over Baker. He is our best penalty taker. We're going to try it right here. And he's going to miss. No, he's not. Ederson goes the wrong way. Hit him with the worm. It's tied up 2-2. What a great play from Carlson to draw that penalty. And we're all tied up. And I thought when our thing was shaking and our circle was growing that he was going to send it wide. He doesn't. And fortunately for us, Ederson goes the wrong way. It's all tied up, boys and girls. We got a game. And at the moment, we are not making any substitutes. We are keeping this starting 11 on, trying to have our best players getting us in a position to win this match. And great interception there from Fisher. Up to Baker into Carlson. Down the wing to Van Hoof. And Van Hoof is in. Can he do it? We're going back post for Baker or Carlson or someone, and it doesn't come off. Oh no. And Fisher's not going to get there. Our attack is thwarted, but we're going to keep the highlight going and the commentating going because we are 10 minutes left in this game. We have 10 minutes left in this game. English is so hard. And that was such a big opportunity wasted. I needed to maybe cut in with Van Hoof, get him on that left foot to try and rip one home. It doesn't come off, and we are in a bad spot here with them on the edge of our area. We've already seen Rodrigo do it once. Phil Foden's done it to us in the past where they can rip a shot from out here and slot it home, and I do not want that to happen. If we give up another goal like that, I am going to lose my mind. All right. Okay, Bishop gets in, and Nelson to Carlson. Going over the top for Frank Baker. Come on, Frank, you're fast. You're fast. Use that strength, dog. It doesn't fall to him. He can't win the ball. We're right at the end of this game. It's a 2-2 match in the FA Cup final, and this has been such a hard-fought game. They are so difficult, and I don't know why. Again, it's probably large part mental. There's the final whistle. Looks like we're going to extra time. Still making no changes as we enter in extra time. Just trying to see if we can make something happen. I need Baker to make a run, and he doesn't. He just kind of stands there watching his friend. Come on, Baker, you're better than that. All right, in extra time against Manchester City in the FA Cup final. Izquierdo here on the ball is one of the players that we looked to try and bring in, but said he didn't want to play in the Premier League, which again makes no sense because, hey, bro, you play in the Premier League. And guess what? You would think that he would want to be on a team that's in the Champions League final and building something. But no, he doesn't want to be in the Premier League, and that's a terrible turnover. Terrible turnover. We are in such a bad spot here. Good interception there from Fisher. Got Bauer here, making a run. Can we get this up to Carlson? I think so, yep. He's there, cutting this back. We got Mike Nelson, and it's blocked and going to be out for a corner. Here is our corner. We got to find a goal. Come on, boys. Bishop, get up to that, you monster! Oh, and he does, but it does not come off. Ederson makes the save, or their guy standing on the line there, I guess, made the save. And, okay, they go over the top. Ian Taylor's fast enough to cover. He does. They push it back. Got a minute left in this first half of extra time. Oh, no, Bishop's rinsed there. They're pushing down our right side again. Bishop trying to play back to cover, which brings him out of position, but oh my goodness, Bishop makes a bad play there. They're in here. And Aguado trying to play some defense. Oh, this is so ugly and makes me so nervous. They get in, and it's shot wide and out for extra time, halftime. Let's get into the second half of extra time, and we got to find a goal. I don't want to go to penalties. Here we are in the second half of extra time. I do not want to go to penalties. Yes, in this series, we have never lost a penalty shootout, but that means this would be the one that we would lose, and man, I don't want that to happen. So let's just find a goal, boys. Easy. Come on. We are Efour United. We've scored 119 goals in the league this season. We have goals in us. Let's make it happen. Keep them out of the net. Get on the score sheet. Come on, Baker. Where have you been this game? Nowhere to be found. And that's not going to work when you're supposed to be the best striker in the world. All right, Bauer running in. And Baker's offsides. Okay. Oh, I thought for a second he was onsides. Oh, no. And I don't want to take off any of these starters because if we go to a penalty shootout, they're our best penalty takers. And I don't want to miss our best penalty takers. That's just not the best move. I don't know if I'm making the best move, but I'll either regret it or be seen as a genius. Nelson's in, and he's going to rip this across, and it's blocked. You're kidding me. I hate you, Ederson. Okay. Oh, my goodness. We've had so many opportunities. We cannot get the finishing product, and we look like we are going to penalties. Manchester City are going to have so much added time because we know how the refs go in when they're in our area, like we saw in the first, and that's the game. Oh, my goodness. That's a huge miss. And there's the final whistle. We're going to penalties. And man, I am not excited. And this is the order we're going with. Leading things off with Finn Bauer, followed up by Van Hoof. Fisher up next. Carlson, and then capping it off with Baker. If it falls to one guy, I want it to be Baker. Oh, here we go. Let's get into this penalty shootout. And here we go. Smith is up. We're going to be diving to the left. Izquierdo, and we get the block. Let's go. Okay, that was a great start to this game. We're going right side with Bauer, whatever his name is. And there it is. Ederson goes the wrong way again. All right. Keiki is up, and we're going left again. And we shouldn't have. We should have gone right. Okay, here we go. Van Hoof going top left corner. Can he make this happen? And it is moving so much. Oh, no. No! Okay, that was so fortunate. The big move at the end almost made us miss it. Going left again. And there we go! Smith gets another save. He is a beast. And yes, I dive left every time. Because 60% of the time, it works every time. Ian Taylor... Our Fisher there slots his home, and this is for the game. Adam Hlozek against Smith, and we might not even see our two leaders, Carlson and Baker, up to take the penalty spot. We're going right. And Smith does it! We win the FA Cup 2 years in a row! That's our third trophy. We have just secured the domestic treble, winning the Carabao Cup, the Premier League, and the FA Cup. That was awesome. We are still... undefeated in penalty shootouts over the entirety of this save. Smith making 3 saves is insane. Oh my goodness. I'll see you in a sec when we lift the trophy. And what a season from the boys. We lift the FA Cup trophy, winning the final against Man City on penalties. Great job from Smith. And as you guys saw, I pretty much dive left every single time and maybe occasionally dive to the right. And again, we're undefeated in a penalty shootout, so if you're unsure on how to do penalties as a goalkeeper, just choose a side and dive to that every time. Here we go. Carlson lifting the trophy. Get in there. And we have won the FA Cup trophy back-to-back 2 years in a row, along with the Premier League trophy back-to-back 2 years in a row. And as I said, this season we have the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup trophy, or the FA Cup, and the Premier League, the domestic treble, and in the next episode, we'll be trying to get the Champions League for the quadruple. There it is. Efour United win the FA Cup. What a great run. So grateful we could beat Manchester City. They are such a pain. Our undefeated run in all competitions continues. We beat them 3-1 on penalties, which was massive. That was awesome. What a game from the boys. We won 4 games in this episode. 2-0 win against Real Madrid, 2-0 win against Fulham, 2-0 win against Newcastle, and a 2-2 draw against Manchester City in the FA Cup final, where we won 3-1 on penalties. In the next episode, we'll be taking on Brentford and Burnley in the Premier League just to finish off our season and see if we can hit that 100-point mark in the Premier League, and ending the series with our Champions League final against Atletico Madrid. It's going to be massive. Make sure you're here to see it. I am so excited. If you have enjoyed that, leave a thumbs up on the video. If you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. That would be super duper. What a great episode and season and series. I've loved this so much, had so much fun, and hopefully as we get into FIFA 23, the series in the following continues to grow. Thank you guys so much for your support and your views. It really means the world to me. I'm just a small content creator, and there's only a couple of you watching, but it's worth it. I really enjoy doing this for you guys, so thank you so much. I am enjoying this team's journey through the Crucible. Let's see if we can cap it all off with a Champions League final win in the next episode. Until next time, Efour out.